have you ever thought about the potential of some of the things you own being on the blockchain?
Technology!
A huge benefit that RWAs will provide for everyday people like you and I will be the ability to permissionlessly access capital against things that banks don't tend to recognize as collateral. And thanks to NFT Finance and the power of DeFi, we've already seen multiple on-chain loans against things like watches, luxury apparel, and collectibles like comics. When someone secures that capital, it can then be utilized to jumpstart a business, acquire even more assets, or if you ever need a little bit of extra cash in the moment because life happens and it takes you by surprise, all of that is possible. And people are starting to put their valuable assets to work rather than just have them sit at home in the closet or in the garage collecting dust. A good example of this is a recent on-chain loan against a tokenized comic book collection done on Kettle Finance. There was this comic book collector with over 25 years of experience in the comic industry that wanted to leverage his rare Marvel and DC comic book collection worth about $100,000 to jumpstart his latest business venture. The banks didn't honor his comic book collection as collateral for a loan. So instead of going the traditional route or going to a pawn shop, he took his comic book collection to 4K, one of the leading collectible tokenization protocols, tokenized his ownership of the comics as an NFT, and secured a permissionless peer-to-peer loan for 50,000 USDC at 10% interest over the course of a year. The collector himself said that this completely changes how business can be done. This whole real-world asset movement is insanely early, and now is the time to keep your eye on it. In order for the industry to keep progressing on this front, it's going to require a lot. It's going to take more regulatory and jurisdictional clarity, more assets coming on chain, both long tail as well as established asset classes, but it's happening. So start thinking about what exists in your day-to-day life and what you see coming on chain. What items do you have that you would be okay tokenizing? And would you leverage some of the freedom and flexibility you get from DeFi, or would you not? Either way, some of this stuff is already starting to take place on chain, and it's definitely an exciting time to be witnessing it all. I'm Jen, and I'm insanely bullish on NFT finance. And for obvious reasons, real-world assets are the talk of our vertical. Until the next one, bearish or bullish, keep building.